Israel, in Al-Aqsa. This is something probably the most obvious truth of the word of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The reason I want to talk about this particular hadith is because, number one, Al-Aqsa is once again on the spot. People from all over the world, especially the Muslims, they're watching what is happening, how things are unfolding at Masjid Al-Aqsa. Number two reason is also because the reason I want to share this hadith with you is because there is a growing number of shuyukh in the West and even in the East who are rejecting hadith, especially the one that talks about the end of time. So these are the main two reasons why I want to share this hadith with you, so that they can open their mind, open their eyes, and believe in hadith the way it is stated. Not saying the Mahdi is a mystical figure, it is a metaphorical thing that will never happen. This is something that will inshallah remove all of these misconceptions, accusations. So Al-Aqsa, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he prophesied about Al-Aqsa and the Yahudi. Dear brothers and sisters, we have seen, before I tell you the hadith, because I really want you to understand this hadith, because this hadith talks precisely the way things are happening, the way things are unfolding, the location, the group, the side, everything that you can think about, when it comes to Al-Aqsa is being mentioned in this hadith. So this is why it is important. So we have seen, dear brothers and sisters, in the recent time, the coming of these nationalist, ultra-nationalist Jew who are coming to Al-Aqsa. They're trying to build a temple, a third temple. There are two reasons for this temple, very, very important, and you should know. Number one reason is their biblical prophecy mentioned that this whole area, Al-Quds, will be under Jew control. The Yahudi will control, because they're the descendant of Yaqub alayhi salam. They should, according to biblical prophecy, again, they should inherit this land. Nobody else should ever. And this is why they are trying to build a temple and trying to remove or get rid of Masjid Al-Aqsa. The temple is going to be built on top of Masjid Al-Aqsa, and they are already going inside Masjid Al-Aqsa to pray their way of prayer, obviously, not Islamic way of prayer. And they, at the same time, they are preventing the Muslims from going there. They are now taking a portion of the time, during the daytime or nighttime, for their own worship inside the masjid. Subhanallah. This is why, dear brothers and sisters, this thing is very, very important. So number one reason is their Bible is, the Bible highly encouraged the Yahudi to take over this entire region for the worship of true God, their true God that Yaqub alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam prophesied and talked about. Number two reason why I want you to understand this particular incident is because this temple that they want to build, according to some Yahudi, Spanish Yahudi, especially that side, coming from that side, they believe that the Masih, they're waiting for Masih. If you don't know, you should know, they're waiting for the Masih. For the Masih to appear, they must have the temple built in that exact location. If the Masih doesn't see, if he doesn't see that the temple is being built, he's not going to come. So what is the hadith that I wanted to share with you, dear brothers and sisters? And this is again a very, very important hadith, talks precisely about the future events, as I said. It even mentioned the location, where it will take place, who will be there. So Rasulullah, he said, ala nahrin fil urdun. Okay, now the word here, urdun, is today's what we call Jordan. Okay, modern day Jordan. Urdun is Jordan. So he said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that ala nahrin fil urdun, at the cross or the junction of the river of Jordan, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is what he said, He said, Antum sharqiyu wa hum gharibua. You will be on the east and they will be on the west. Who? The Yahudi. Subhanallah. Take a look at right now what is happening. The West Bank, right? Not the West Bank that we talk about, because the West Bank Gaza is being occupied by Muslims. I'm not talking about the West Bank. I'm talking about the Jordan, the river. Okay, the Jordanian river there. If you do not know, if you have not been there, you should go. I'm planning, inshallah, to make a visit to Jerusalem one day, inshallah, very soon. I'm hoping to make the plan as soon as possible. Wallahi, I can't wait to visit Al-Quds, Masjid Al-Aqsa, Medina and Mecca. Wallahi, this is something I desire now so much. Wallahi. So, if you are somebody not familiar with the location, the landscape there, maybe you can make a trip, inshallah, in the future and go and see yourself. But Rasulullah said that you will meet the Yahudi at the cross of the Jordanian river. They will be on the where? West, and you will be on the east. Doing what? Doing the ultimate malhama, the battle we talk about. So you'll be meeting the Yahudi. And if you take a look at the situation, and if you take a look at the geographical, the map of this place around the Jordanian river, you find exactly this is where the Jews are coming from, the Yahudi, and the Muslims are also coming from exactly the same place where the prophecy mentioned, which is from the east. Dear brothers and sisters, a time of fitan is here, and we need to create awareness, because as I said in my other videos, the coming of the Mahdi, coming of Dajjal, Yajuj and Majuj, these things would not take much time. Once Allah wills that it will happen, it is just who akrab, the matter, the sa is a way matter that is a twinkling of an eye, Allah in the Quran, or huwa akrab, or it is even closer. It means before you even close your eye and open it, the hour is already here. This is how fast it will happen. So we need to be prepared. What is happening right now in Palestine, in Jerusalem, in Israel, we need to make dua. We need to be engaged, make dua for the brothers and sisters, not only just in Palestine, but also make video about what is happening in India. The Hindutva is becoming rampant. Wallahi, this is something very, very unfortunate. We want peace. We want to love our brothers and sisters in humanity and give them da'wah, invite them to the true religion of Allah Azza wa Jal. If you're new here, leave a comment. I have a few comments here. I think one from Bijoy Verma. There are people also talking about the red heifer. Yes, so inshallah, leave a comment. Jazakallah khair for the comments, Brother Vijay. I'll see you in the next one. I will answer your question, inshallah, in the comment section. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.